Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Fabulous 54 Below. Before we get started this evening, just a polite reminder, please take this moment to silence your cell phones. Also, there is no flash photography, please. Thank you. Now, please welcome to the stage, Sam Valk.
There is me again. You make me feel like there is love again. You make me feel like flying. It's so electrifying. You make me feel like a Sunday matinee. You make me feel just like the window panes are being splattered with the rain. You make me feel like rainbows on a tropical day. You make me feel like a Sunday matinee. You make me feel just like a picture frame. You make me feel just like a checkers game. You make me feel alive. Wait till we're 95. You make me feel like a Sunday matinee. You make me feel just like Picasso's work, or like a monkey at the zoo. It's like a day at SeaWorld, the seals all play. You make me feel like a Sunday manatee. Matinee. You and me, there's nothing better. How about we see a Sondheim show together? Sunday in the park with George. Merrily we'll roll along with such brilliant company. You make me feel like I'm a movie star, or like I'm standing at the ballet bar Tondu. You make me feel so stellar, like oysters Rockefeller. You make me feel like a Sunday matinee. You make me feel like it is summertime, although the leaves are red and brown. I feel like Coney Island, the sun and its ray. You make me feel like a Sunday matinee. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, this is a dream come true to be standing here on this iconic stage where stars have performed and stars to hopefully be have performed. I have my amazing band here with me. I have Ian Miller on the piano, Pat Oberstaedt on the bass, and Steve Picataggio on the drums. Oh my goodness. As you can tell from my tendu, dance is not my strong point. And but I am so happy to be here, and thank you all for coming and joining me. That song was a Sunday Matinee from my new musical, Ta-Da, a musical review. And this next song is the longest title I've ever written. It's called The Adventures of Good Boy and Bad Girl, also from my new musical, Ta-Da. I have lived quite the sheltered life. Mom and Dad kept me safe from strife. Then I met the girl who turned my life around. The adventures of Good Boy and Bad Girl. Cue the sirens, cue the lights, cue the sketchy things we do at night. Finally I'm rebellious, it's about time. The adventures of Good Boy lights and the Brooklyn Bridge so pretty. No one wants to try us. Said goodbye to the life I knew, buttoned up with an Oxford shoe. Now I'm wearing t-shirts of bands I don't know. The Adventures of Good Boy and Bad Girl. The alcohol and the cigarettes, the tattoo sleeves and the silhouettes, her purple lipstick marking up my cheek. The Adventures of Good Boy and Bad Girl. This doesn't really feel like real life, it's kind of crazy. Skies that once were blue are now miraculously hazy. This doesn't feel like real life. This feels just like a dream. Her mascara and her lipstick's darker than her humor. Just say what you wanna say and spread your little rumor. As long as we're together, having our adventures. Her dyed black hair and her high top shoes. This life I never thought that I would choose. She's kinda gothic, how can I refuse? The Adventures of now a bad boy and bad girl. Thank you so much. This next song is from my first musical that I wrote. It was my pandemic project. We all needed one. And while I was trapped isn't the right word, but trapped at home with my parents, who I love very much, I decided to write a musical called Give 'Em What They Want. And hopefully that's what I'm doing tonight. But this next song is called He's Your Problem Now. And it is the ex-wife of the male lead of the show giving her blessing to his new girlfriend. So here's He's Your Problem Now. Look at his hair, it's a mess. Everything about him is a mess. So you keep going, keep on pursuing. I hope that you know exactly what you're doing, 'cause he's a mess, I was a mess, now you're gonna be a mess. Well, he's your problem now. Looking at him, I confess, there was some strange old feeling coming back as a test. My life he's out of, so sing hallelujah. I hope that you know just what you're coming to ya, 'cause he's a pain, I guess I'm a pain. Nowadays everyone's a pain. Well, he's your problem now. So sing to the sky, I'm done with the guy. I'm allowed to say goodbye. Oh, I've tried, I've done my time, but now I'm ready to let go. So goodbye and welcome to the club, to the club. Now that it's time to let go, I think I know now I know. So keep on going, keep on pursuing, never again, 1 out of 10. That's how much I recommend. Well, he's your problem now. Well, he's your problem now. Oh my God. So this next song is called A Day at the Met. And I don't like museums. I've never liked a museum. And so I wrote this song inspired by my hatred for museums. And, and it's about this guy who's going on a first date with this girl, and he asked her out to the Mets. And she was so excited, so she didn't know that was baseball, and instead bought him tickets to go with her to the Metropolitan Museum as well as the Opera House. They made a whole day out of it. And so this is his soliloquy of him just panicking. A day at the Met is a day to forget. With the crayons they slap on some canvas. A day at the Met is a day of regret. With a painting that's supposed to be Kansas. Who thinks I'll die? Place your bet. It's a day at the Met. And if you hated the museum, fret not. There's an opera house too. Oy vey. A night at the Met is a night at the vet for a poor unsuspecting French poodle. So if you hate this Met, just go back to the Met and go see one of Rembrandt's cute doodles. For Picasso and Aida and a string quartet, why not go to the Met? Or just try the other Met. But you want some extra credit with the girl from the girl. Wanna seem a little more sophisticated. You wanna look a little smarter than you actually are. So you order a car, you're elated. Just completely forget you're in debt. With a day at the Met. You're wasting away as you're wasting your day at the Metropolitan Museum. And you just want to go as you view some Van Gogh. Thanks to Google, you've already seen him. You just want your lunch, but not yet. 'Cause you're still at the Met. Here, I'll set the scene. You're in the rear mezzanine, about to see something called Traviata. And you're done with this art. Don't pretend to be smart if you don't want to hear a cantata. The theater is packed, you're in a sweat. Just a day at the Met. Another day at the Met. But you're glad you're rendezvousing with the girl, pretty girl, and you think it's headed in the right direction. You want to be less of a mess, more or less, but you're glad that there's affection. Anyway, just completely forget you're upset with a day at the Met. This next song has a special place in my heart. I recently got a boyfriend who I love very much. And this song is about, well, it was inspired by him because I wanted to go out on a Saturday night, and I texted him and I said, do you want to do something? And he goes, oh, I can't. But he said, I'm so sorry you can't get your Saturday night. And I said, well, every day is Saturday night with you. Aww. Oh, stop it. And then we both texted at the exact same time, that sounds like a song. And thus was born, every day is Saturday night with you. Every day has its aggravations, daily pains with no explanations. Every day couldn't make you feel so blue. Mondays are for your occupations. Set aside all your invitations. Every day is Saturday night with you. When you're around a week weekday feels like we have revealed magic in the air. It's all about a lighter side, a brighter rendezvous. Then suddenly your office spins, you're off the clock at 2, and every day is Saturday night with you. When you're me and you're indecisive, you begin to seek the advice of friends and family, colleagues, strangers too. It's funny how all the puzzle pieces seem to fit with no bumps or creases. Every day is Saturday night with you. And even though it feels inside like there's cyanide rushing through your veins at night when I am deep in thought, asleep is not a choice. But darling, how you make me feels unreal but somehow true. Yes, every day is Saturday night with you. It takes all kinds of people to make our worlds collide. It takes all kinds of crazy people. Now in you I would confide. And every day is Saturday night with you. Maybe marriage is on the table, as long as we can still pay for cable and keep the lights on, electricity too. What we need are some paid vacations, 'cause psychiatrics and color coordination. What I need's a Saturday night with you. My life is like a fairy tale, like a train track rail on the water side. So when I feel I'm underground, I think of this small clue. The air it fills with pixie dust. That's when I know there's us. 'Cause every day is Saturday night with you. Every good song, in my opinion, needs 2 key changes. Whenever I'm in the car with my mom and there's a key change coming up on the radio, I'll yell, "Modulate!" little music humor. To counter that beautiful song is now "Or Whatever," because, this song, "Or Whatever," ... is another first date song about 2 very awkward people, right up my alley. They're going on their first date, and they don't really know what to make of each other, but it kind of all comes together somehow. So here's "Or Whatever," ... In this town, in the middle of nowhere, there's this girl I'm thinking of. And though the brains are kind of slow there, there's a girl I'm thinking of. And she's 5'2", she could hardly slay a giant. She's 5'2" and probably on some vegan diet. But 5'2" really allows for some kind of riot when I say, "I love you," or whatever. Yeah, whatever. So in this town, right in the center, is this teeny tiny square. And though I should have known better, well, I asked to meet her there. All she did was stare while I told her my life story. She doesn't like to share any of her life story. Well, I came prepared with a snapshot of the glory when I say, I love you, or whatever. Yeah, who needs her? And maybe this is something I could tell her about. But right now, for the moment, I am feeling it out, feeling it out. Maybe it's already for those TV shows. But right now, for the moment, it's just, this is how it goes, how it goes. How it goes. Or whatever. Well, I may have done a dumb thing, but I'm not exactly sure. See, liking her is simply one thing, but my God, she's so demure. Her demeanor changed when I asked her out for coffee. It was all so strange, I just paid and then said sorry. But then she laughed, it was weird and new. But that's how I knew that she loved me too. Or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh my gosh! You know, when I posted that on the social media, the Facebook, as they say, all the comments were like, "It was great," or whatever. ... Oh my God! It was so fantastic, or whatever. And I'm like, "It's been done." But this next song, we're gonna jazz it up a little bit with "The Beginning of Us." It is a song from my first musical, Give 'Em What They Want. And this song is kind of, it's like the new girlfriend that I was talking about, and the love interest, the two of them. It's the first time they confess their love for each other. So this is like their reconciliation after the fight and that happened. And so here it is, The Beginning of Us. Where the tortoise and hare, where Delmonico's fair, or a room at the Ritz-Carlton. Oh, we're apple teenies, we're roasted weenies, we're pizza, but we've got stuffed crust. Because this is the beginning of us. Yeah, we are fresh caviar, we're the first to the bar. We are fries in a basket, of course. Just an office helper, but now you're a seltzer 'cause you've had a fizz bubble rush. Oh yeah, this is the beginning of us. Oh, take me to the moon and back. I wanna be loved. Well, I can do that for ya. Take me all the way. We're the pit of cherries, you're my little Shelly. We're a sale at Saks on Fifth Ave. We're a Hallmark movie, banana smoothie. So why would we put up a fuss? Because this is the beginning of us. Of us. Of us. Of us. Can we just take a moment to recognize the amazing band? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Uh, you know, this next song, it I feel like every good high school crush starts with the boy next door. And I didn't really have that. There were no attractive neighbors. Uh, it's hard being just the most attractive person on the block. Oh, thank you. Oh, you know. I didn't even use my drink ticket yet. This next song is called The Boy Next Door, of course, and it's from the new musical Ta-Da, a musical review. So here is The Boy Next Door. When I saw the moving van parked across the street, that's when my heart decided to skip a beat. Watching my neighbor do manual labor, moving his couches and bedroom sets, made me discover my newfounded lover, thinking that I could potentially be next. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with the boy next door. Shirtless games of basketball started going on, I know. This mental image in my brain was being drawn. Look at him sweating, God, I'm forgetting that I am hopelessly staring at him. And there's no preparing for seeing what he's wearing when he is getting ready for the gym. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with the boy next door. Same teachers, the bleachers, watching him at football practice in his full gear. The history, the mystery, right behind his eyes. God, this will be a fun year. In our neighborhood, home values have shot right up. Didn't know that I was in for such great luck. Look at him sweating, God, I'm forgetting that I am hopelessly staring at him. And there's no preparing for seeing what he's wearing when he is getting ready for the gym. Yeah, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with the boy next door. So today we talked. Yeah, there's progress being made. We talked today. When I almost ran him over in my driveway. He gave me my mail, so I pictured my veil. I pictured my big poofy white wedding dress. Then he asked if I'd like to grab pizza and bite to the little red bridge, and I have to confess, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with the boy next door. Give me 1 second, we're a little thirsty. Brought to you by Dasani. So this next song, also getting jazzy, is Dear Teddy. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. It's The Times We Had. And this is a little rock ballad, if you will. And I was originally in a musical idea that I had that I canned, but it's a cute song, and I think I'm gonna put it in my new musical Ta-Da. But it's just about the times we had. Sometimes titles don't lie. We took a trip to Narnia, made a stop in Pittsburgh. All the times I never thought that I'd have, I had. Of a Ferris, sorry. We're gonna start it over. Yeah, let's start it over. Here we go. Took a trip to Narnia. Made a stop in Pittsburgh. All the times I never thought that I'd have, I had. My life is like a fairy tale. There's always dragons to slay. All the times I never thought that I'd have, I had with you. Remember when we flew to Mars? We got put behind outer space bars. All the laughs I never thought that I'd have, I had. The laugh I'm at a Ferris wheel. There's always dragons to slay. All the times I never thought that I'd have, I had with you. Now's not the time to leave it all behind. Why would you go and leave me all alone? I have an old worn out shoebox with 1,000 pictures of all the times I never thought that I'd have, but I did. A picture of a Ferris wheel. It's you and me at the top. All the times I never thought that I'd have, I had with you. Thank you. You would think that when you write all the lyrics yourself, you would know them. However, no. Oh my goodness. Now the next song is I'm Not Lying This Time, is Dear Teddy. And this song is also Missy and Teddy, who are the couple, the new couple. And Missy is his receptionist because cliches. And and so this is her email that she is writing to Teddy with her resignation, because there were some issues that occurred in the office. She kind of went berserk and threw herself at him in a song called Valentine's Day. So here is Dear Teddy. Well, it's been a pleasure, an absolute treasure, working around here for you. Faxing and filing and typing and dialing have been my favorite things that I do. And I'm wandering around in my mind, 'cause a job like this with a boss like you is incredibly hard to find. Oh, my heart's beating faster, and that was a disaster. What happened the other day? 'Cause I lost my head and did something I'm dreading. But Teddy, I love you in every possible way. And I'm thinking that I'm sinking and I'm losing control. 'Cause this heart of mine is broken and I'm slipping down a hole. And tell me, how do you feel? Or are these things just in my head? Well, I've acquiesced that resigning's best. Teddy, Teddy, Teddy. Oh, thank you. You know, Give 'Em What They Want is what I had. This was so when I wrote Give 'Em What They Want, I was very, very new at songwriting, and so what I would do. So all the songs from Give 'Em What They Want were done like this: is I would come up with the lyrics, come up with the melody, and record myself singing the song, and then I would send it to my friend, and he would do the arrangements for it. And so he did the first half, and then he got busy, and life happened. And then Ian Miller stepped in. I found him with the Google. We met on Google. And he does these beautiful arrangements played by my wonderful band. And I appreciate it. And it made me grow as a performer and as a writer, because I started to say, okay, this is costing me a lot of money. To say, here's my idea, please make it come to life. So I decided, let's save some money and figure out how to write music. And so I took about like a year and a half to really teach myself how to play piano a little bit better and how to write sheet music. And I made all of these arrangements myself. And then I have just these people who just are like, I can play bass, I can play drums, and add some things. So that's kind of my journey as a writer. And I went to Cap 21, which is part of Malloy University. I have some people from there and some professors, and it means the world to me that you guys would come and support me. This is like my little about me break, I guess. I have made the executive decision. I mean, for those of you, like 99% of the audience is people I know. But for the 1% of you who do not know me, I am Sam Valk. That is 10 songs in, maybe we should say, who is this? And this, you have come to the right show, I hope. Sam Valk of Valk in the Park. My beautiful mother, she sent me, I said, I need to come up with a catchy title for my 54 Below show. She sent me not one, but 2 pages of Sam Valk puns. There was a Valk in the Park. There was Valk this way. There was come Valk with me. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I'm originally from the smallest state, Rhode Island. And yes, my friend Victoria, also from Rhode Island. There are 6 people who live there. They are all here tonight. That's the problem with Rhode Island. There's too many people and not enough space. And yeah, I moved to the city. I moved to Long Island to start at Malloy University when it was Malloy College. And that was pre-pandemic, and then my freshman year was cut short due to the pandemic. And when life gives you pandemics, you write musicals. And then I moved to Queens, and I lived on a cot in the living room. The roommates are here tonight. And the absolute worst part of that is when we would get into fights, there were no doors to slam. I'd say, oh yeah, well I feel the exact same way. So I guess now it's comedy hour at 54 Below. But yeah, so then I decided to put this show on, and as I graduated, as I was the first graduating class of Malloy University, I decided it was time to make my professional career blossom. And what a place to do it at. I mean, this is my very first professional New York City thing right out of college. And the amount of support that I have here tonight and every day in my life means the world to me. And I mean, my parents and my family and everyone who's here tonight, whether you know me or not, you came to support me and the arts, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. I won't cry. I'm an ugly crier. Speaking of crying, high school. This next song is called When the Bell Rings. And so, I picked a good time to do this. It took me 3 tries to find a high school that I could relate to and could get through. And so I started off in public school in a town in Rhode Island that was very much, if you were different in any way, shape, or form, you felt the consequences for that. And I couldn't take that anymore because, you know, I'd grown up there and we had moved around and then we moved back. And so my very supportive parents said, well, let's try a charter school. And I tried a charter school, and they were like, yeah, we have musical theater. They didn't. They had acting, and then a musical theater club outside of the school, where I was cast as Gaston in Beauty and the Beast, because if you can't tell, Gaston is 5'8" and 140 pounds of pure noodle arms. Thank you. But I had to leave that production early. So sad. They found a replacement, don't worry. And I went to Walnut Hill School for the Arts, and I have some people here tonight from there. And that's where I found my place. It's a boarding school for the arts, and it was, you know, an hour away from home, so it was close enough to go home, and it was far enough to start independence and get ready for college and what have you. And that's me. That's Sam Valk. So this next song, When the Bell Rings, although Walnut Hill did not really have bells, public school did, and there was no better feeling when the bell went off and you knew the day is over. I can go home, have Cheez-Its, relax, watch SpongeBob. So here's When the Bell Rings. Sorry. I got myself all worked up. Here we go. Okay. Looking back, our woes were simple. Sitting in that classroom chair, concealing that one little pimple you saw is now not even there. And the clock on the wall isn't moving at all, but it's great. Now the bullies in that hallway, they can't hurt you anymore. Let the memories from that school day disappear. They're meant to just ignore. And you run down the hall to the boys' bathroom stall, and you wait for when the bell rings. And everybody's acting crazy. The flocks of jocks, the nerds and geeks, the cheerleaders with their lousy pyramids, and a school day feels just like several weeks. You were sitting in that lunchroom. Now you're sitting on your throne. And what got you through that heartache and doom was the strength of your own. And the best sound of all's when that loudspeaker calls. Yes, it's great when the bell rings. Thank you. When high school, well, I guess it was the end of middle school. No, in high school, when freshman year was not going well, I decided to embark on what ended up being the worst financial decision I've ever made in my life, was to start a bow tie company that supported anti-bullying, called Bully Bows, and I designed all of them, and a portion of my sales went to an anti-bullying organization, and I had 210 of them made, and I probably have about 209 left. I sold more than that, but it was not a good idea. It was good in theory, but it did what it should have, and it gave me an outlet to take all the negativity and shove it into something more creative. And I was bullied every day for wearing a bow tie to school, so I was like, I'm gonna wear one of my own to school and be like, I'm sorry, I'm making money off of your bullying. Each bully got a 10% cut. Oh gosh. Too real. This next song is also from Give 'Em What They Want, and is the every good musical has the asshole character. And so this asshole, his name is Carson, and he's the diva, he's the Broadway star that they bring in to make money on their show that they're writing in the musical, the show within the show, which, by the way, is called Oklahoma. Oh, yes, it is. And so this song is called, well, actually, I'm going to not say what it's called because it might ruin the laugh. So here's Carson's number from Give 'Em What They Want. There's a lot of influential people in this room tonight, from successful theater people to wealthy socialites. So allow me to toast to the guy I love most, to the best guy in society. Here's to me. Here's to me. To incredible, sensational me. Here's to me. Here's to me. Get off your ass and raise your glass to me. Here's to me. Here's to me. To that marvelous attraction of all time. Yeah, here's to me. Kickball change, here's to me. If you're perplexed, just write your checks to me. Yeah, when they all see me, they scream out my name. Ah, because I'm so famous. Maybe one day one of you'll make it big. God, I'm just one of a kind. Yeah, here's to me. Here's to moi. To the city's precious, world-famous celeb. Ah, here's to me. Ah, here's to me. If you're perplexed, just write your checks to me. You know, if there's one thing that I've learned from being in this show, it's how to be more humble. Here's to me. Oh, here's to me. Yeah, I'm the bestest of the bestest of the best. Yeah, here's to me. Oh, here's to me. Just make it known there is no clone of me. Yeah, here's to me. Here's to me. Bottoms up. It's what my mother would say when I was in the tub as a little kid. Bottoms up. Oh, we're having fun. All right, we're coming to the end of a beautiful night. This next song is called "It Shouldn't Work," and it's in my new musical that is not listed in the description of this show because it wasn't a thing when I wrote that description. Apartment 12V is a musical that I have in here that might come out onto there at some point. And this song is sung by a crazed older woman and her husband. They're not happy, but they are. It shouldn't work, but it does. The stages, the phases, the praises, complimentary waiters pass around. Delightful, insightful, is everything that you are not, is what I found. And maybe the lady that you are looking for's not me. But I'm on a roll, I'm in control, I'm in command. There's a snoring in bed, and the thought in my head that I can't say out loud. Pick the dry cleaning up, refill your new coffee cup, head to PTA meetings where two's a crowd. A magazine reading, the internal bleeding turns out to be a headache in the long run. And although it does, it shouldn't work. How you catch me off guard when you're in the front yard wearing nothing at all. You're like a brave pioneer with that sharp pair of shears till I start getting angry neighborhood phone calls. The wrinkles and Botox, the Xanax and Zoloft is simply what is holding me together. And although it does, it shouldn't work. And though the money gets earned, how my stomach gets turned every time he crawls up into our bed. Every time we make love, I can't help but think of my fantasy with his brother Fred. It shouldn't work. There's a cocktail soiree and that Neil Simon play I've been longing to see. But with your lack of taste, you'd rather swallow toothpaste than have a night out with me at the symphony. My days are all numbered, thank God I'll be covered by insurance when you're on your deathbed. And although it does, how does it work? Saying half-meant good nights when we have one of our fights as we turn out the lights. And regretting our vows when you have one of your cows, then through some kind of miracle it's all alright. Could write a full memoir about how we got that red noir, the screaming match that took place at that auction. And although it does, it shouldn't work. It kinda works. How does it work? The last song of the night. I know. Well, thank you. That's a good reaction. At least it wasn't like the last song of the night. Yeah! This last song. So, I had this set list written out, and I was like, okay, I'm good with it. But I wasn't sold on the last song. I was like, I need a good finale. And so I woke up and I wrote a brand new song in 2 hours and then went to my full band rehearsal and was like, changing plans. Here's the new finale. And my boyfriend see, he's inspiring everything. He had just went to Wisconsin. He just got back. I know, Wisconsin. And he sent me flowers and everything and said, a blossom for my blossom. I know, it's sweet. But when he was away, I was like, it was only 3 days, but it felt like 4 months. And I had, I felt like it was him, me, and the world between us. And so I wrote a song called You and Me and the World. Because not only did we have the world, well, we had like a few states between us, but it felt like the world. But we also have, it's going to be him, me, and this world of adventures that we'll have together. And so here's You and Me and the World, the finale. It's going to be you and me and the world. It's going to be you and me and the world. It's going to be you and me and all the in-between. It's going to be you and me and the world. Yeah, as the universe starts to spin, there's no getting out once you're in. Watch it spin and turn, for there's one thing I yearn. It's gonna be you and me and the world. Just a month ago I had no one to call my own, to pick up the phone. But how I've grown to an outsider, this all might seem so very strange. But how life can change, get rearranged. Now I have love in my heart to stay. It's gonna be you and me and the world. We're gonna own 50 states and the world. As long as you hold my hand, I need no strength to stand. It's gonna be you and me and the world. gonna be you and me and the world. Thank you so